Hey dolls, this is Kisa, your favorite tarot reader, and I'm back with another reading today. And this is going to be for Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. I hope y'all having a good day. I really do. If you like a private reading, they are available 7 days a week at fortunexflow.com. So don't hesitate to tap in. We have video readings. We have video readings. We have live readings. So I can call you and we can talk it out. We got text, voice, all that, right? And Afterpay is also available. There's a newsletter I want to make sure you guys are subscribed to, and also follow me on all the socials for just day-to-day content. See what's going on. Get your horoscopes. I used to love reading horoscopes when I was a kid, and now the fact that I'm like doing horoscopes is so fun. Okay. Yes, I cut my hair again. I think I'm gonna just keep it cut for the summer. I might throw a unit on, who knows, but I just love having it cut. It's so hot in the desert, y'all. I can't do it. All right, so we're going to get into what's blocking you guys, and we're gonna see what's coming up. And I just want you to talk to me about how's your year going so far. We're like, this is a timeless reading, but as I'm recording this, we're like halfway through 2026. So talk to me about what's going on with you. I would love to know. But when you see this, it's meant for you to see it. So let's just talk about what's going on. All right, so first thing you need to release, you got to let them go. There's a relationship that you're holding on to. Some of you, this has to do with a person, like romantic relationship. Some of you, this has to do with betrayal. You could have even been dealing with a fire sign or earth sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, heavy Taurus energy, heavy Taurus energy. And you're just having a hard time releasing this. Why? You thought something was going to happen, change. You thought either they were going to change or something was going to change about this situation. Some of you were dealing with a married man, and you thought that they were going to come for you. Like, leave their partner and be with you. Some of you just had to do with a friend, and you sacrificed a lot for this friendship, and they just really showed you who they really are. Whatever this is, you definitely got to let this go so you can move on. But I'm sorry that this happened to you. Another thing is you got to let go of other people's approvals. I see you kind of looking at people and who they are or who you feel like they are, their representative. And you kind of want to be widely accepted, right? And you also want to I see you either like, you could want more recognition. You could want like your business to be doing better, or just like I don't want to say like the cool kids, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure you're an adult watching this, but it's like you want to be in an in crowd, and what you got to be in with you, baby, because it seems like what you're fighting for or where you're fighting to be around, you don't really want to be there. It seems like you want to be there, but that's not the company you really want to be keeping. Talk to me about what's going on with that in the comments. Now, another thing is you got to stop judging other people. One thing I will say that I notice is that when we're not where we want to be, we can critique other people and how they're living their lives, what they're doing, who they're talking, like all that stuff. And it's kind of like, it's easy for us to put like a magnifying glass up at other people, but we never want to look at the mirror of ourselves. So you could be having a heart, like, this is speaking to you got to let go of a situation. Some of you are like looking at that person, oh, well, they stayed with that lady, or they did this and they did that. It's like you invested in what they're doing, but you're not invested in what you're doing. And I really need you to let that go too, right? Yeah, this definitely speaks to that betrayal. But I see you getting over it. I see you kind of working through it and kind of being more open-minded. This hurt and this pain that you went through because of this situation really closed you off to opportunities, to people, to even basic like understanding. And when I say understanding, it's kind of like you looking at what other people doing and it just don't make no sense to you. And to a degree, you could even be getting upset about it. But people have free will, and people do what they do. That ain't got nothing to do with you. So I definitely I see something percolating in your mind to recognize like, this isn't for me, this isn't about me, and this isn't on me. And I really love that for you because you really do need to chill out. Because you want everybody business but your own right now. Another thing you need to let go of is putting everybody first outside of yourself. There's a decision that you have to make, and it's like, I feel like this has to do with like whether or not you move or take an opportunity, and you thinking about how that impacts other people. I literally see them saying, hey, you can get this job over here, and you're thinking about how other people in your department are going to be impacted. Why? Why are you worried about other people instead of worried about you? Because everything, where you're at right now, you're kind of having like a tower moment. Everything is kind of falling apart so it can get together. But I definitely see you rebuilding something from the root, but you also have to accept the fact that's what's not working. And the reason it's not working because you weren't centered. And when we talk about centering, I think a lot of times people get that confused. It's like selfishness or ego, but like you have like in your life you have to center yourself. Like if you think about it, you have to center your health. Centering your health is sleeping, eating well, moving your body. If you don't center yourself, like even if you work at work and you work a 10, 12-hour day, if you don't take a moment away from work to eat, to go to the bathroom, what's going on? Like you have to kind of pour back into yourself, love. Why? Tell me in the comments like why you be going so hard for other people. That's what I want to know. Talk to me about that. Um, so let's also just see what's going on. Some just advice for all the signs, okay? Um, my advice for Leo, you never needed nothing. You never needed them, and you never gave a fuck. Call that power back into yourself so you can be who you are. You need some better habits. I will say even stronger habits, habits that are aligned again with your own self-care. But you don't remember that you that girl and stop forgetting that. Okay, please, because you don't need nobody for nothing. You got you. Taurus, one thing with you gotta relax. Now, this is very easy to say to Taurus because y'all work really hard, but y'all chill hard too. But you gotta relax from you, and you gotta let go of a relationship. I also see if whatever type of spiritual person you are, this will be a good time for you to kind of tap into those practices and be more honest with yourself about what's going on. You're having a hard time letting go of something, but in order to let go, you got to release it all and come back to you. And that's what your spirit guides want you to remind you of. Now, Scorpio, you got to take better care of your body. This is speaking about moving your body. This is speaking about maybe crying to have some emotional releases. This is speaking about just prioritizing your health, which is what I literally was just talking about. We're here for a good time, not a long time. And a lot of your stability has to do with how you feel, where you're at, and what you're doing. So even this is speaking to about taking care of your home, okay? Talk to me about what's going on with you in the comments. Are you redecorating? Are you moving? I would love to know. And Aquarius, be honest with yourself. You got to tell yourself the truth about something and also take accountability. It's not that you weren't harmed. It's not that you're not right, but also it seems like we might be living a little bit too long in that frustration and not pivoting into something else, okay? Guys, talk to me about what's going on in the comments with y'all. I would really love to know. I'm trying to see something. Like I want to just see how y'all doing, how you feeling about these blocks. Another thing is I want to tell you just a general message. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Some of you have been doing things for so long alone that you really don't know how to change. You don't know how to unravel yourself. But you see people who are doing things that you want to do. Reach out to those people so they can support you to get to the other side of what you're dealing with, okay? you'll be a lot better for it. Talk to me about what's going on in the comments, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.